Hi everyone, and I'm back sharing my progress on the pan that palettes. It's not palettes, it's 3 palettes that I'm hoping to pan and complete in 2015. And if you like to see my progress, please continue watching. 4 months has passed. Where am I at? So while I'm chatting here, I'm gonna actually just put a clip that I did of last month's progress. That would have been April, the update that I did in April, where I'm at with the palettes. Must tell you though, there's not much progress. Why? Because in April I was sick and I was busy, and a lot of times I was not able to use a lot of eye makeup. I just didn't have the time and all of that. So there's not a lot of progress, which I'm quite disappointed about. And every time I think about it, it kind of could get a little depressing, because I keep buying palettes because new innovative palettes are coming out, but I'm not finishing. So I'm hoping, I keep telling myself in May I'm gonna really try. I think I said that in my April update, but didn't happen. So let's start with the palette. Comfort Zone palette. I worked a lot on this in April, and I was able to take out a little nick that was in here, finish up this green. And this pan was actually empty, but I had a pressed pigment in there, so it's gone. And that one is actually in my project pan update. So I didn't really use any of these colors per se in April for this May update. No, in March, yeah. So in March is what I focus on this. In April, I focus on a different palette. Yeah, let's get that part out of the way. I don't know what I was thinking. If you find my voice sounds crazy, it's because I am getting over the flu. So there might be a little coughing and a little all that. I'll try to edit out because that's TMI for you guys. But I did use this color a bit because I love it as a nice transition color. It's gorgeous for neutral eye looks. It just gives a lovely pop of color. So it has that dual chrome, and based on whatever base you use, you can get a really nice pop of color. So this one didn't have much work on it, and I really want to spend some time with this highlighter too. I'm thinking I should try working on that, even though I'm using like other palettes. The palettes I did focus on was actually the MUA Undress Me Too palette. So I did hit pan on this color because when I was using the Comfort Zone, this was the palette that I basically use as my transition. I worked on this one, and this one I also use. So I have made progress with this color, and I am going to repress it. I was going to repress it for this video, but I said no, I'm going to just keep it and then repress it after. And this has a good dip in it actually. The other colors that show considerable dip would be this one, this brown, because that's the brown I use for my crease color, despite whatever color I used. And this color here also has a good dip, but the dip is actually more to that corner there. I don't know if you guys can see. This color has a considerable dip in it. I don't know if you guys, more to the top there. But really and truly, this did not get a lot of love as it should have. This was the palette I was going to use for April, but again, like I said, I didn't use a lot of looks. One color in the last palette, and this was from the Urban Decay Deluxe Shadow Box that I did depot and put in this palette here. I wanted to work on this blue for my finish for by July 4th, so I did do like about 2 to 3 looks with this blue. So I'm actually pleased in the progress. But for the month of May, I am going to be focusing on this palette now and seeing where I'm at. Not everything in here, just the shadows from my deluxe shadow box from Urban Decay. So that will be the green, the blue, this kind of color which is called Fishnet, Ransom, Zero. Can't remember these. This color here, that. These two, and these are from other palettes. This actually is from a e.l.f. eyebrow kit in light, and I love this. It's a gorgeous transition. I eventually think I will use it as a nice transition color. It's like almost blends in really well with my eyes. So when I'm using these colors, I may very well grab for this as a transition color, since there is none, but I will try not to use that highlighting color because I will work on using this one here and finishing it up. And if I don't use that one, I will definitely grab this one in my comfort zone. I'm trying to figure out which one I should work on along with that, because I want to finish up something. I want to work and finish it, but I think I'm gonna go with, I was thinking this one, but I think I'm gonna go with working on finishing my my comfort zone palette, just because, you know, there's 5 shadows here to finish as against this one that has 12 and I've only finished 1. So let's work on finishing up this one. I'm pointing to palettes, but let me just give you a close-up of where I'm at for this May 2015 month for you guys to see, and I will stop rambling here. And then lastly, my third palette would be this. So hopefully by my June update, you're gonna see dips in a lot of these. I'm hoping. So let me know if you're doing this challenge. I love watching these videos because they kind of keep me going at this. And let's see what my progress will be for June 2015.